Assalamualaikum to our lecturer Encik Muhammad Safi'i. I am HAFIZAH DAWI and my group members are OWEN RAPHAEL, XAVIER, and NIKO PRITCARD. The title that we are going to present is Differentiate Management and Engineering. This presentation contains Introduction of Engineering Management, the definition of engineering and management, the typical topics that are representative in this field, the difference between manager and engineer, engineering and management application, and lastly is the conclusion. Engineering management is a specialized form of management concept with the application in engineering as a result of the unique personalities and technical nature of engineering. It refers to the functional management of technical professionals. Example areas of engineering are product development, manufacturing, construction, design engineering, industrial engineering, technology, production, or any other field that employs personnel who perform an engineering function. Engineering management is a career that brings together the technological problem-solving ability of engineering and the organizational, administrative, and planning abilities of management in order to oversee the operational performance of complex engineering-driven enterprises. Engineering combines science and mathematics in the design and creation of structures and machines.
Definition: Engineering and Management. Engineering, profession in knowledge of the mathematical and natural science gained by study, experience, and practice, to develop ways to utilize economically the material and force of nature for the benefit of mankind. Management, set of activities including planning and decision making, organizing, leading, and control directed at an organization resources, achieving organizational goals in an efficient and effective manner. Okay, this is a typical topic in engineering management. The first one is leadership and organization management. Number 2, operation, research, and supply chain. And the number 3, management of technology. Number 4, new product development and product engineering. And the number 5 is system engineering. Number 6, industrial engineering. Number 7, management science. And the lastly, engineering design management.
Okay, the difference between manager and engineer. Engineer center technologies depends solely on his technical skill, concentrate on the task at hand, while manager, people center, depends on the skill of his team of people, look at the task from the point of view of the value it adds. Engineering application. Engineer use science to design their technologies, and manufacturer use the design to build the technological product, and engineer use exciting technologies to design and construct new technologies.
Alright, so moving on to management application. Management uses both scientific knowledge and art in managing organization. Art is defined as the use of skill to bring a desired result. Science is a body of systematic knowledge generated through logical consistency, critical evaluation, and experimental study. Lastly, conclusion. In conclusion, both management and engineering has its own function to organize that can help to increase efficiency in work to produce product in engineering application. Even if it has different skill on how to do the work, it still can help to make the job easy because both has its own way to get a new, reasonable, and relevant idea, either to solve the problem and planning for the project.
Assalamualaikum to our lecturer Encik Muhammad Safi'i. We are from DKM4B and we are going to present about sustainability and green engineering. I am HAFIZAH DAWI and my group members are OWEN RAPHAEL, XAVIER, and NIKO PRITCARD. What is sustainability and green engineering? Green engineering is the design, commercialization, and use of processes and products in a way that reduces pollution, promotes sustainability, and minimizes risk to human health and the environment without sacrificing economic viability and efficiency. Sustainability improves the quality of our lives, protects our ecosystem, and preserves natural resources for future generations. In the corporate world, sustainability is associated with an organization's holistic approach, taking into account everything from manufacturing to logistics to customer service.
Now, moving on to the definition of sustainability. According to the Brundtland Commission's report, sustainable development means meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their ends. Now, moving on to the sustainable design, we begin with raw material being extracted, and then it is being processed, and then it is being manufactured, it is being assembled, and then it is being used, and then the product died, and then the cycle repeats. Thank you.
Green engineering. The idea of green engineering is to create a healthy living environment through the utilization of natural resources wisely and conservationally. Its aim to lessen the amount of pollution that is being generated in a construction site. It is the green engineer responsibility to design building and landscape that are focused on the conservation of renewable energy technologies. Principle: sustainable. The material domains. The material domains principle call on entity to reduce entropy and improve the distribution of resource within and outside of an economy. The domain of life. The domain of life principle call on people and organizations to consider biodiversity when making policy decisions for sustainability. Green engineering maximize efficiency. Product, process, and system should be designed to maximize mass, energy, space, and time efficiency. Second, prevention instead of treatment. It is better to prevent waste than to treat or clean up waste after it is formed.
Conclusion. In conclusion, we can see that both sustainability and green engineering is different. The green design process is optimized to minimize negative impact without exhausting resources available in the natural environment, while the sustainable design process is more directed toward building a better future for the next generation. Thus, all communities should play an important role in creating a clean and healthy environment. That's all from us. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum to our lecturer Encik Safi. I am HAFIZAH binti DAWI and my group members are OWEN RAPHAEL, XAVIER Louis, and NIKO PRITCARD ATHANASIUS. We are going to present our case study, and the title of our presentation is Environment Issues. The purpose of us making this case study is to find out the environmental issues. It is one of dominant issues in most mass media of today. Environmental issues are a significant problem that are growing rapidly and haven't been properly addressed. Unsolved problems resulting from environmental pollution indicate people's inability to manage local problems over external issues. Globally, the natural and built environments are under threat due to climate disturbance, sudden destructive heavy rains, and repetitive floods due to intense tropical storms. Environmental issues have become more widespread and intense due to increasing industrial and human impacts on the environment. There is a need for an effort to achieve the objective of increasing eco-efficiency in several sectors of the economy envisaged in the National Sustainable development strategy. The term sustainable is a key element of the ecological balance. Sustainable development requires a consistent supply of fuels such as hydrogen, which in the long term is both sustainable and readily available at an affordable price that can be used for every needy work without harming the social impact. For a long time, it has been recognized that resource depletion and environmental pollution are the product of industrial production. Environment is defined as what surrounds a thing or an item, or in other words, it means the surrounding. It could be a physical element, which is physical environment, that includes the built environment, natural environment such as air, water, land, and atmosphere, or it could be human environment where people surrounding the item or thing, which also known as the social environment. Today, environment is getting worse and worse. Many environmental issues arise. Environmental concerns have been growing in recent years. One of the examples of environmental issues is global warming. Global warming and climate change refer to an increase in average global temperatures. Natural events and human activities such as burning garbage and waste are believed to be contributing to an increase in average global temperatures. This is caused primarily by increases in greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide. The greenhouse effect keeps the Earth warm when functioning normally. For the first time in history, human activities are altering the climate of our entire planet.
Finding. Research has revealed frequent storm activity in coastal areas in a previously unrecognized way, in which deforestation can increase flooding. Two studies project the future of power supply and demand on the West Coast under different scenarios. One under climate change, and another where power source shift towards renewable climate, and the climate follows history trends. During long portions of the past 2.4 billion years, the Earth may have been more inhospitable or unlivable to life than scientists previously thought. According to the new computer simulation, using a state-of-the-art climate model, researchers now believe the level of ultraviolet UV radiation reaching the Earth's surface could have been underestimated, with UV level being up to 10 times higher. Atmospheric carbon dioxide (CO2) level have increased significantly over the last 50 years, resulting in higher global temperature and abrupt change to Earth climate change. Carbon captures and storage (CCS) is one of the new technology that scientists hope will play an important role in tackling the climate crisis. It involves the capture of CO2 from emission of industrial process, or from the burning of fossil fuels in power generation, which is then stored underground in geological formation, which CCS will also be key if we want to produce clean burning hydrogen from hydrocarbon system. The discussion. The current environmental issue that require urgent attention are climate change. Climate change is a great concern in today's scenarios. This problem has surfaced in the last few decades. Greenhouse gases are the most major cause of climate changes. Environmental changes have several destructive impacts, such as the melting of glacier, change in season, and epidemics. Global warming. The next urgent attention. Global warming. Global warming is the burning of fossil fuel, emissions from the automobiles, and chlorofluorocarbon adds to the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. This has led to an increase in Earth's temperature, causing environmental changes. This increase in temperature across the globe is known as global warming. Next and lastly is air pollution. Air pollution is the result of emissions from the industries, automobiles, and increased use of fossil fuel. The gases emissions have added to an increase in the temperature of the Earth. Not only this, but it has also increased the risk of disease among individuals.
Okay, for the solution, replace disposal item with reusable item and require additional staff time for cleaning, sterilizing, and packaging instrument and monitoring procedure. The advantage: ensure high quality sterile content in both non-hospital and hospital setting. Significant cost saving, keeping everything stored in a digital format, whether on computer driver, flash driver, or in a cloud-based system, is cheaper than printing and storing on paper. This eliminates the cost of shredding service for paperwork with sensitive information. Some businesses have entire room and storage unit devoted to achieving paperless system eliminate this cost. Okay, for the disadvantage, require additional staff time for cleaning, steriling, and packaging instrument and monitoring procedure. And last, consumer habit. Many businessmen have point of sale system that do everything on the table. Although this is quick and efficient for the business owner and his team to conduct transaction, it can leave customer feeling constrained about walking out without a paper receipt. Some consumer like to review things on paper and don't want to print their transaction letter.
Conclusion. In a nutshell, every kind of population leaves a huge negative impact on our environment, human life, animal. We as responsible citizens must take steps towards a better tomorrow. We must join hands to take various initiatives and fight against this problem. Our natural environment make human life possible, and our cultural environment helps define who we are. It is therefore essential that our population and economy grow are environmentally sustainable. Recommendation: alternative solution should be adopted. Is use of paper should be avoided because paper and plastic drink cups. Paper coffee cups have a plastic coating that makes them unacceptable for recycling and composting, meaning they have to go in the trash. And although plastic cups are recyclable, the plastic cannot be recycled indefinitely and eventually become trash. Number 2, plastic grocery bags and product bags. Plastic grocery and product bags cause problem at facilities that should your recycling, so they should never be put in your recycling chart at home. They can be brought to retailers or other drop-off location for recycling. Instead of throwaway bags, keep a few reusable bags near the door or in your car to ensure you always have them when you go shopping. Number 3, plastic baggies. Plenty of alternatives for plastic zip bags exist. Use reusable containers in plastic, glass, or metal, or choose reusable snack bags. That's all from us. Thank you.